What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee, the final boss from Champions Chat, and I've got Jay Uso, Rusty Graves above, doing some yeeting all over the place. And we are going to talk about trainers for a second. So we're on the Candy Store account. We're early live on Twitch. Join us on Fridays, usually in the evening time, but today a little early. And I've had some people asking, okay, so now that we're in 6-star gold meta, what do we need to know about trainers? And so I want to show you, this is on the Candy Store, everybody's maxed out. So this is the very top end of a 6-star gold, 38.9 talent, almost 40K talent for one character.
Mama Rhodes, you better listen close because the final boss is maxed at 6-star gold.
That's right. So The Rock is a striker. So black gems are your max for him, 77K. So Rusty, you and I talked an awful lot. I'm going to load a calculator app here. You and I talked an awful lot at the start of the 6-star silver meta, which is actually when our podcast began, nicely.
Happy anniversary. It's our 1-year anniversary as content makers, not official with Scopely, but just as you and I creating content. What a wild whirlwind that it's been, huh?
Oh yeah, I mean, the fact that we would ever become official content creators was like not even a consideration when we started, and now it happened. It all happened so fast. But we talked endlessly, and we continue to talk on our podcast episodes about the importance of trainers. And in the 6-star silver meta, Rusty, what did we recommend after MP trainers? What did we recommend more than anything else trainer-wise?
MP trainers first, damage trainers second.
Specifically, what kind of damage trainers?
Gym damage trainers.
Flat.
Right?
We talked a lot about flat gym damage trainers because they were 12K was the way to go. Now we are seeing Hurricane's the first one to break the dam. We are seeing that eventually they're going to increase all of the flat trainers, I would guess, not inside information, just looking at the way it's going, to 18K. However, let me show you some very simple math here. So The Rock, the final boss, black gems are doing 77,363. Everybody see that right there? Times 0.3 equals 23,208. So what that just told me is your 30% gem damage trainers are much better than the 18K. In fact, 25% is 19,340. Now that's maxed out, but I did it on my own DDP who was doing roughly 67,000. So let me just bring it way down to 67,000 times a 0.3, and you're doing 20,100. So in the 6-star gold meta, your percentage trainers, even at 30%, far better than your 12K flat, your 18K flat. So
this is breaking news. This has not been actualized or announced on a stream or in a blog yet. So if you're watching us today, right now, you actually have a competitive edge this weekend for the feud. If someone out there,
6 gold. Yeah.
Right. If someone out there is utilizing a 6-star gold, let's say Hall of Fame DDP, right? And they have those percentage, DDP. They're going to get a middle line bonus already. And they could get an insane gym damage bonus, right? So, and in the chat, right? British Bulldog, 45% red gym damage.
Right.
So plus 2 MP. So now Kevin Owens' greatest hits is hitting monstrous at 6-star gold. And so as a free to acquire superstar, MLC superstar, that might be a showboat worth considering if you
Right.
don't have someone considerably better that does gym damage.
Right, right. Because so British Bulldog, I did it while you were mentioning that 45% is 34,813. So you're seeing per red, yeah, additional, yeah, additional damage.
Owens lays down reinforce and then lays them all red. So you're doubling that per red gym. That's insane crazy, bro. That's crazy,
Absolutely.
crazy.
And even so I was just looking through, Snoop is 20%, for example. So if you take 77363, that's the top end of this times 0.2, even with a 20% trainer, you're doing 15,472. So no matter what, 25%. We used to say, and Merrick, shout out to Merrick, he was the first person I heard say this on his streams. But at 6 silver, you needed a 45% trainer or higher in order for that trainer to break past the 12K, right? To break past your flat gym damage trainers. Now, even your Hurricane, even your, if every one of the flat gym coaches and trainers goes to 18K, 25% is all you need on your entourage. So think about those guys. A lot of them now are doing 50%. You're 50% trainers, and then you start stacking those. That is going to be insane. So 6 gold meta, you need to be thinking about your percentage trainers. Even if they take the 12K ones to 18K, they're not doing enough. So you need to see, unless they take him to 21K, which I doubt, but who knows? Who knows?
I'm wondering if this is a question you can answer quickly. If not, we'll have to do a little research. So a superstar like Hall of Fame Triple H, should you prioritize reinforced gyms or yellow gym damage? Now, one is a color type, one's a modified gym type. Is there a difference there?
So yes and no. Okay, so here's the deep dive on this, and this is a great question. Let me start somewhere that's going to take us to that exact question. But when you think about, like, for example, during not flash feuds, boss battles, when it says X type of gym is going to go up by X percentage, it buffs the gem that is sitting underneath that. So let's say it's immobile gyms. Immobile gyms are buffed by 100%. The gem that is buffed is the one that is underneath that immobile icon. So if that immobile icon is on a yellow and yellow's your primary color, it made your yellow gem go way up. So percentages always scale better than flat. And so even with things like that, where it's like X percentage goes up, now you have your base color gem, you've got your immobile buff, and then you've got your trainer buff on top of that. And it doesn't quite work out that it's like 1 + 1 + 1 = 3, or 1 × 2 × 2 equals. What it actually is you have that, then the percentage, that creates a new number, then you buff that, that creates a new number based on this new number, not on, so it doesn't like cleanly stack up to where you can just go 2 + 2 + 2 = 6. It's more like 2 times a percentage equals 2 times a percentage equals, and you get to like 5.6342 or something weird like that. So when you're talking about like the question for Triple H, should you buff the yellow gem or the reinforced gem? You need to know that buffing the yellow gem does not then mean that the reinforced gem buffs that beyond this number. It buffs the base. So it's always buffing the base. So if you're talking about reinforced specifically, Hall of Fame Yokozuna at 100% is always going to be your best choice compared to a flat yellow or even a percentage on your yellow. But it's kind of tricky math, because, like, for example, if you think about Damian Priest Zombie, how he does 30% red and 60%. Or here we go. Let's do Sammy. Yellow gems do 30, reinforced do 60. Zombie Sammy. You are clearly getting more out of the reinforced than the yellow. But once the gem type breaks, specifically the reinforce, you're hitting the yellow gem the second time. So the first break is yellow plus reinforce. The second break is purely yellow. So while Hall of Fame Yoko is going to be 100%, once the reinforce is off that gem, the 100% goes away for the second hit. Does that make sense? That's a lot of really specific stuff.
No, but I think that's the kind of nuance that the community is going to need to hear, especially people that are faction leaders or roster coaches helping others make decisions as they want to carefully enter this meta, right? Instead of bringing up the wrong person, thinking the damage would have been higher, but if they would have just looked at the math, which is not my strong suit. So I think this little video is going to help some folks who have been told prior, man, those 12K, that's top of meta, and 18K, of course, that's got to be top.
Yep.
Well, no, that's not what the numbers say. That's not what the math's out to be in this case.
Yeah, roughly 23%, give or take, would be anything 23%. So let's just average it to 25 because my brain can't do that. 25% or higher is going to be better than your flat trainers in the 6-star, specifically with 6-star gold characters. So we're not even just talking about the 6-star gold meta, and then you go, oh, well, it's the 6-star gold meta, but I'm using a 6 bronze. No, specifically once you have 6 gold characters. But that does mean, like, look at these guys before. So this will impact our power ratings, to be quite honest, because before we were looking at a 30% gem damage coach, and going, that's okay, but that's not really getting us where we need to be. Now, that's better than flat gem by far. So these 30% trainers, like the zombies right here, they're great. And even like your 20%, your 20% guys that are very
Zombie
common.
Gunther, Zombie Cody.
Oh my gosh, yeah, 60 and 30. Whew.
So valuable because Zombie Gunther is perhaps the most valuable coach because multiply gem seems to be the most powerful type of gem.
Yep.
So whoa, he's doing some major damage.
Yep. Well, that's all I've got for trainers. Anything else? Trainers, coaches, entourage. I mean, obviously, MP is always your top thing you've got to make sure you start loaded with. But beyond that, we are in a gem damage meta, not a move damage meta yet. But remember, things shifted midway through 6 silver.
Yeah, and there was speculation. Oh, whatever. They had a hunch it would be move. It's not. Move went up just a little bit. So
yeah.
Rock and Roman got just a little bit better, but his triple green got a lot better, back to what the gems can do. So
right. Yep. So that's it for this one. Just keep in mind, the TLDR is in the 6 gold meta, 25% or better on your trainers or coaches is better than even if they upgrade people to 18K flat. So for those who are building up your 12K trainers, you still need them for the 6 bronze and under meta, but as you're moving into 6 gold, build those percentage gem damage guys, and you're going to be very happy. Rusty, take us out.
Hey, that's all we've got for this video on Entourage. We'll keep you posted with how the 6-star gold meta shakes out. And until next time, join us on Discord, hop on Twitch with us, and let us know your thoughts on all things champions. See you next time.